go get them again.
Welcome back to the Robzoe channel. I'm your host, Mark, and on the docket today we have an unboxing first impression video on the brand of Xerjoff and their Casamorati line, this one called Fiore ulivo. So this one is supposed to smell like olives. We'll see what happens here. Casamorati is a hit and miss line from Xerjoff. Personally for me, there are some good ones. There is some so-so ones personally. So we'll see what we get out of this one. Never smelt it. This has a little brief beside it, so let's read it. Fresh citrus and lotus flower notes surrounded by the sweetness of the olive blooms. Jasmine, magnolia, give out a floral aspect, blah, blah, blah. Okay, good. So from Xerjoff. Now, before we get into the meat and potatoes, have you subscribed yet? I'm getting to you. Subscribe. Hit the like button. Much appreciated. Let's take a look at the note breakdown from what I just talked about. There it is. Released in 2009, so I'm really super late on this one. This is obviously from Frag Flex. It is a returned product. It doesn't really look like a returned product. It's still in its, it still has at least that on there. Looks like nobody really played with it too much. Beautiful bottle. Kind of like that cream colored. So let's see what we get out of this. Okay, so let's spray the logo and then we'll put it on skin. Good atomizer, excellent atomizer. Fresh citrus is exactly the first two words in their brief. Oh yeah. Yeah, it is very much lemony. It has a lemon-like twist to it. Almost has the peel as well. Very interesting. Xerjoff can do his citrus and uplifting citrus really, really well. I'm smelling some florals behind this. Light, airy, crisp, floral, a little musky, a little bit of green, a little bit of green. Magnolia is supposed to be your primary on here. Yeah. So, yeah, this one's okay off strip. Oh, I'm getting that watery aspect, almost like a OZONIC. The lotus kind of gives me like a watery ozonic kind of feeling. A bit soapy, a little more powdery on my skin. The lemon twist, the zest is really nice. It works well with the jasmine and the magnolia. So those are your primary florals, I'd say. Primary notes, yeah. Olive Grove smell. In the distance, it's not a pear and olive from Slumber House where it has a really oily factor. I'm not getting that, like that's the primary in pear and olive. Like it's very, very much oily, dense. This has a smidgen of it, a smidgen. So it has a lot of, Xerjoff, of course, it makes you think of being in Italy, right? You got the, I guess the olive grove, you got the aquatic tinge, maybe from the ocean. It has a vegetal, it does have a vegetal feel to it. But the florals kind of give it a soapiness as well. Is there basil in here? I don't think so, eh? There's a little bit of like a minty quality. I'm trying to think, like, is that geranium? Is that I think it's basil. At the end of the day, not bad, not something that is, I'm getting fireworks out of, but I feel like this is a very solid release. I like the florals in here. It's light, it's airy, I like the citrus in here, very lemony, but it has that zest to it too. The jasmine's there. Yes, you got that white floral, creamy. There's a cooling effect in here. Might be minty, maybe basil, I'm thinking. Powdery a bit, a little bit of soapiness, but it has that springtime thought process in here. So not bad from the brand of Xerjoff, not something I would jump for, but I feel maybe with time I'm gonna like this one. I can't wait to delve more into it. Again, that's what unboxings are for. They're not always fireworks. Most of the time they're not. And this is one that it wasn't on top of my test list either. It was just the Frag Flex thing, like, okay, here we go, decant this. Sure, let's make a video. So talking about Frag Flex, you can find this one at Frag Flex. Tons of Xerjoff there. You can use my code TFG10. You get 10% off on any purchase, including this one. Now that you heard my take, I'd love to see yours in the comments below. What do you think about this release? Have you smelt this release? I haven't delved into the Casamorati line in a while. I think the last purchase I had, was it Lira? No, I think it was 1888. I liked 1888. It was really good. Lira's pretty good too. So I haven't, you know, I always, with a collection like this and my open-mindedness, like I really want to delve into every brand, like any brand that seems interesting to me. And some of them, you know, they're going to have more flops than winners. Xerjoff, I would say it's pretty, you know, there's a lot of them that I have no interest in. It's a very big brand. It's a huge brand. I could probably make a top 10 list and I'd be happy there. And I think that's where I would cut it off in regards to Xerjoff. And the quality dips probably after, you know, several. I think I'm confident enough I can make a good top 10 for Xerjoff. If you start going into top 20, for me personally in my collection, what I've smelt, that would be a rough stretch in regards to that. So anyway, this one, not bad. Looking forward to sniffing more of these. And it seems like this Frag Flex bundle, there's a lot of summer and spring ones that I'm really, you know, weren't really on my radar. They're at the bottom of the radar, but they've intrigued me a bit. Like this one's interesting enough that I want to wear it a few more times just to see what I can get out of it. Now, as always, a great pour fragrance will make a lasting impression. Choose your Xerjoff release wisely. Thanks for watching, YouTube. Have a good one.